Hey Raylan, you ready to get your pulse ox on for the night? So every night we hook up Raylan to the pulse ox so that if her oxygen were to go down, we would know that because it would beep at us. So that way we can give her oxygen if she needs it. We get her attached to the pulse ox just by wrapping this around her thumb usually. You could also put it around a toe or finger, but I usually do her thumb. Basically you want her thumb to be between these two metal spots. Once you got that in place, you just tape it around so that that tape will hold it in place. And we turn on the pulse ox right here. And we'll see what her reading is. The top number is going to be the oxygen, the bottom number is going to be her pulse. Looks like we're doing fine. 95% oxygen. Pulse is a little high right now, but it's not abnormal for Raylan to have a slightly high pulse. We try to keep her oxygen at 93 or above, so right now we're kind of borderline, but it's staying high enough that we don't need to put her on oxygen right now. So that's the medical grade pulse ox that we have, but we also have these finger ones that we use when we're out and about. And we have tried many of them over the years, and we have a couple that we like the most. These are all the ones that I could find right now, but we've used even more, and we've broken even more too. If you've used one of these before, they're pretty straightforward. Just stick your finger all the way in, push the button, makes a nice clicking noise, and then wait until it reads your oxygen level and pulse. And it's pretty quick. Mine's 97% oxygen and my pulse is about 84 right now. Has this convenient waveform that can show you how accurate the pulse reading is. If it's not giving you a good wave like it's showing right here, then you can kind of disregard the numbers it gives you also because it's not accurate enough. You might have to wait a few seconds till it gets more accurate. One feature that I kind of like about this pulse ox is that it actually has two orientations. It has this way when you're holding it horizontally, but it can also show the numbers vertically if you're holding it in portrait mode. So that's kind of cool. I haven't seen that feature in other ones. When you're holding it vertically, however, it won't show you the waveform like the horizontal version. It just shows you the pulse bar hopping up and down. So I prefer the horizontal way better. I want to show what happens also if it doesn't find a good reading. It'll simply say finger out. But once you put your finger back in, it starts reading right away. This one has a couple different features. Makes a beeping noise for your pulse. And it'll even tell you, if everything's normal, that no irregularity has been found. It'll also keep some data on the last few times it's been used. If you push this button while it's off, you can see all this data. We've tried many finger pulse oxes like this, and this is our favorite one because it seems to be fast and accurate most of the time. Thought I'd do a little comparison to see which one actually is the most accurate. And of course, Raylan's going to help us out a little bit. We already have that one on her thumb, so we're going to stick this one on her finger and let it start reading. We'll stick this one on her pinky, and we'll stick this one on a finger over here. Okay, this one says 96, this one says 97, this one says 95, and this over here says 96. So I would say that they're all pretty accurate. They all say 97 right now, and that also says 97. That tells me that you would not go wrong with any of these. They all work just fine. Now, I think that we like the one that has the, I think it's the little bears on it, just because it seems to work best in all weather conditions. So the other one, sometimes if she's too sweaty or if we're out in the sun, they might not pick up as well. But that's just our experience. That seems to be the one that's most reliable for us. I'm going to leave links in the description. If you're needing a finger pulse ox, I recommend that you check those out. We find them useful, don't we? Yeah.